All right, in this lesson and in the upcoming lessons, I want to run through sort of a smattering of attributes that we can use with the various elements that we have at play here with our table. And I'm going to start off with attributes for the table element. And we've already seen two attributes so far. Of course, we have border and we have width, and I explained that with width, you can use fixed pixels or flexible percentage values. Your border, it's going to be a single value, maybe 2, maybe 3, something like this, and you can check out inside your browser sort of the result that you get there. The higher the value that you use, the greater the cheesy 1995 3D effect that you get there. So that's entirely up to you. You could even go all the way down to 0 if you wish. You don't have to have a border on your table. You could wind up with something like that if you wish, which is kind of cool. You might like that sort of look there. I'm going to keep my border on, though, just so that you can see exactly where my table is. You can certainly turn yours off if you want. Okay, so we have border and we have width. That's wonderful. What else can we do? Well, how about this? I'm going to throw in an align attribute. Align equals, open quote, center. Something like this. Save it and refresh, and now my table sits in the center of my page. Or, of course, I could right align it by setting the align attributes value to right if I wanted to. That's great. What else can we do? Again, I'm just kind of running through a smattering of attributes that we can use here. If I wanted to put a background graphic on my table, I can certainly do so simply by using the background attribute, just like we did for the body element way back when. And then I would go equals and then, equals and then open quote, and then I would type in the path to the graphic inside the quotes, right? So if you want to give that guy a try, go for it. I'm not going to actually bother doing it here, but I wanted to make you aware of it. You can do that. You could set a solid color for your table's background if you want. Again, using an attribute that we saw earlier, BG color equals, and then open quote, and I'll go, I'll use a quick hex value here, number sign 999, and then close quote. I'll just show you this quick here. There we go, kind of a dark gray background there if you want. What else can we do here? You could do, you could put a color on your border if you want by going border color and then equals whatever color you want. Again, the name of a color or a hex value there. And now I have a red border around my, it's kind of cheesy, but anyway, it is possible. And then two others that I want to bounce off of you here that are kind of important, kind of good to know. We have one called cell padding. Cell padding equals, and then some kind of a value here. I'll type in, you know what, I typed in 5. I'm going to increase that to 10 to show you here. What's cell padding? Well, cell padding is the space on the inside of the cell. So in other words, the distance from the content inside the cell and the edge, the border of the cell, if you will, right? So cell padding is on the inside of your cell, right? So that's a good one to know. And then there's also one called cell spacing. And I'll show you this here. Cell spacing equals, and I'll throw in 10 as well here. Inside quotes, of course. Save and refresh. And what cell spacing is the space between the cells, right? On the right sides of a cell, the left sides, the tops, and the bottoms, right? So cell padding and cell spacing, definitely good to know. So there you go. That's kind of a quick run through of some of the different attributes that we have available for our table. Now, you can remove some of those attributes if you want, or you can leave them on. It's entirely up to you, but I think I'm just going to strip away the cell padding and cell spacing. Okay. So with that out of the way, let's now take a look at attributes for our TR element. And of course, the TR element is the element that's controlling our table rows. So let's take a look at that next.